Hello, this is Luke from Orcs Head Magic, and today we have a standard deck tech for you. This is Red-Green Madness Gods. Of course, this focuses around the God cards, Rhonas the Indomitable and Hazoret the Fervent. And of course it has very, very heavy madness, discard sort of themes to it. So first of all, we'll go on to the creatures. We're playing a 4 of Bloodrager, which of course is a probably the best 2-drop in the format at the moment. For a 1 colourless, 1 red, for a 4/3 and ends the battlefield, you discard a card. So if you've got another another mountain open, maybe it's turn 3 you're doing this, you could just easily discard something like a Fury Temper, etc. So really, really good card, good madness outlet, and of course 2 mana for a 4/3. Next 2-drop we play is a 3 of Noose Constrictor. 2/2 with reach, and then you can discard a card at any time, and it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So this is really a really good blocker to sort of keep back and then use to discard to pump it up, and also get madness triggers off it. And then also it's really good at attacking, so your opponent might decide not to block it, and then you end up just discarding your whole hand to pump it up and win the game. And the final 2-drop we play is a 2 of Lupine Prototype, and we purely play this card because there's a big chance that we could be empty-handed from discarding all our stuff, because it can't attack or block unless a player has no cards in hand, and it's a 2 mana 5/5. So with these creatures, it is very easy to activate cards like Rhonas, which is our next card we're going to talk about. Rhonas the Indomitable is the first card we're playing, and it's a 3-drop. We're playing 4 of Rhonas, and for 3 mana you get a 5/5 Death Touch Indestructible. However, it can't attack or block unless you control another creature of power 4 or greater, which of course is most likely we are going to control a creature of power 4 or greater. And then its second ability for 3 mana, so 2 colours and 1 green, another target creature gets +2 and gains trample until end of turn. So this is again a very, very good mana sink to give your creatures trample to sort of stomp over their creatures. The next card we play is the next god, and that is Hazoret the Fervent, which we're playing a 2 of. For 3 colours and 1 red, you get an indestructible haste gold creature. However, it can't attack or block unless you control 1 or fewer cards in hand. And of course we're going to be able to do that because we're playing Madness. There's a lot of discards, so we can sort of be empty-handed by the time this guy comes out. And then for 2 colours and 1 red, you can discard a card, and Hazoret deals 2 damage to each opponent. So again, another discard outlet for yourself. We are then playing a 1 of Arlinn Kord, and we purely play this planeswalker just to pump our guys up, and give them vigilance and haste. So I mean, there's just more pump up into the deck, and especially Noose Constrictor. I mean, that's the only card which hasn't got more than 4 toughness to activate stuff like Rhonas. But Arlinn Kord works really well just to produce creatures and pump our other creatures up. Next card we play is a 3 of Incorrigible Youths. This card is a really, really good card to Madness and discard to. I find it's very, very underplayed. The initial cost is 3 colours and double red for a 4/3 haste. However, its Madness cost is 2 colours and 1 red, so it is just a 3-drop, and majority of the time we are going to be discarding this card to play it as a 3-drop. So yeah, really, really good card. Again, if we can pump this up and give it trample, it's going to be sort of game ending. Next card we play is a 4 of Honored Hydra. This card is really good to discard to. I mean, if we go turn 2 Bloodrage Brawler discarding an Honored Hydra, we know that on turn 4 we can use Honored Hydra's Embalm ability to exile it from the graveyard and then play a token version of it, which of course is going to be a 6/6 with trample. I mean, if we have to hard cast this, it's still a 6/6, 4/6 with trample. So we still have that element of getting value there, but we really want to just discard this card to the graveyard so we can play it for a lot cheaper cost. And the last creature we play is a 2 of Glorybringer, because Glorybringer is just such a good card. For 3 colours and double red, you get 4/4 flying haste, and then if you exert it, it deals 4 damage to a non-dragon creature opponent controls. Such a good card for removal. Of course, it's a 4/4 flyer in the air, so it's going to be very difficult to block. And now we go on to the other spells. We play a 4 of Fury Temper, and of course we're playing this card for the Madness ability. You can pretty much Madness it in for 1 red, and it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Next card we play is a 3 of Distemper with a Blood, very similar to Fury Tempo. You can play this for 1 red, and it gives a creature +2/+2 in trample, so again, more trample damage. The main focus of the deck is trying to trample over their creatures and deal damage to your opponent. And then the final spell we play is a 4 of Lightning Axe, very good removal, another discard / madness outlet, so we have to play them. We go on to the lands. We play a 4 of Sheltered Thicket, 4 of Game Trail, and then we play 6 Forest and 10 Mountains. So of course we need dual lands for this deck because we are playing, there's a lot of cards which are double red if we can't madness them out. And of course you can see that red is quite a big colour in this deck, despite having stuff like Rhonas, who is the main card to win with. Now we go on to the sideboard. We have 4 of Magma Spray, very cheap removal. If we need to exile stuff, if they're playing stuff like zombies, that stuff that reoccurs from the graveyard, we can exile it instead. We have a 3 of Prowling Serpopard, however it's pronounced. This card's really good just to make sure that we can stop our creatures from being countered, so it's very good against control decks. We have a 4 of Manglehorn, which of course is artifact removal, pretty simple. We have a 2 of Natural State, which again is artifact removal or enchantment removal. And then we have a 2 of Plummet, just because we aren't playing an awful lot of flyers. I mean, all we've really got is Glorybringer that can fly, so having Plummet in the sideboard, just again, maybe a heavy flying deck if you do come across that. So, anyway, that is the deck tech for you. Like I said, it plays pretty simply. Play cards, discard them for madness, and then use other cards to sort of pump up the other ones and give them trample and sort of try and trample over your opponent with these big creatures. So, pretty cool deck to play. Currently my brother's playing this deck, so yeah, so again, in the comments I'd like to hear what you think about the deck, what you would change. I know there's a lot of people that play an energy version of this deck, so yeah, I would love to hear your response. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching the video. Please remember to hit that like button, it supports the channel for free. Also subscribe, and remember, if you don't want to miss any videos, hit the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. Thank you for watching again. Goodbye.